This is Xavier Howard, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Dolphins and the Patriots, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Castillo. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
Puts that to bed, and this is what they said week 1. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a guy who is very familiar with his defense from all his years in the AFC East. He, of course, is the great Tom Brady. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Patriots sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They run again with Harris. And down to the 36-yard line here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they wanted to establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a play fake. Brady. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Now Castillo throwing to start the drive. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A give running right is Akers. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's Brady to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Illegal touching. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On second down, this is Harris. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Brady. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Castillo on 3rd down. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
Damian Harris of the Patriot offense ready to take over again.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On the draw, it's Harris. It's a window and over. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective, because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
And according to the next-gen stats, he covered nearly 40 yards after that initial contact.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Damian Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Here's Castillo looking to throw on second down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this job right here. Tight end for good yardage. That's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Castillo throwing on first down. $17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Castillo. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They hand this off to Harris.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 101 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. On the draw, it's Hall.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 35. Number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Brady's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Brady now on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Ayuk, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Castillo. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Castillo now on first down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL-caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Steelers who are out in front. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes.
Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. With the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense when we get in the first half. I'm a defensive player. All I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
First and 10. Here's Brady. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On play action, it's Brady. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Shotgun now for Brady.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They run with Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 4th and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Garabay's kick is good.
And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They go play action here on first down.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Now that's the type of play gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now Castillo off the play fake.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him think, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Back to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. On the right side, open is Gesicki.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As a box observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Castillo.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. To throw is Castillo. Throwing on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. This is Harris.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Here's Hill on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Castillo. It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here's Castillo to throw on 3rd down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable here from the 38. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Running back Damian Harris and the Patriots ready to go on their next drive here.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
Yeah, it's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup of 38.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On the delay, here's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Brady now to throw.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Garabay's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Castillo to throw on 2nd down. The Pets are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Back to throw. Castillo. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Castillo. Quick slant. Tyreek Hill with it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has now been neglected. Muscle burst right there.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. To the 36-yard line, stop there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Castillo. That's out to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Brady's throw taken in by Thornton. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. A front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
He's got Watkins on the out route. Castillo now looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Castillo. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Castillo.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Castillo from the gun on 3rd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The pickup there, 5 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw is Castillo. To throw on 2nd down.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here's Castillo on 1st and 10.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
second down. They'll go with Akers again. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Castillo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in the numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
They do tack on the extra point as well. And he's going to put it on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Brady and the Patriots now down 28-27. Just under 2 minutes to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Back to throw, Brady.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
2nd and 11 now.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Miami, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.